Village holiday celebration, a day to remember in our quiet little village nestled between the green hills and winding rivers. The anticipation of the annual holiday celebration was like the scent of rain before a storm. It filled the air with joy, excitement, and a sense of togetherness. Every year, as the school break and harvest season came to a close, the entire village organized a special holiday event for everyone, young and old, families and neighbors, farmers and school children alike. Preparations began weeks in advance. The youth group repainted the wooden stage near the village hall. Mothers gathered at the community center every afternoon, cooking and packing traditional snacks like kleppen, lemper, and gathik. Meanwhile, the village elders planned a series of games, performances, and competitions, all rooted in our cultural traditions. The night before the event, we couldn't sleep. Children peeked from their windows, watching as colorful flags and paper lanterns were strung across bamboo poles lining the main street. A group of boys practiced their pencak silent routines under the street light. Laughter echoed between houses, and music played faintly from an old speaker near the rice barn. The morning of the celebration, the big day finally arrived. Roosters crowed earlier than usual, as if they'd felt the excitement. By sunrise, people were already dressed in their best traditional clothes. The scent of incense from morning offerings mixed with the fragrance of fried rice and coffee. The village square transformed into a festival ground. There were booths with food and games, a large tent for performances, and an open field for sports and group activities. A local announcer, using a crackling microphone, welcomed everyone. Selamat datang di Parayan Liburan. Welcome to the village holiday celebration. Fun and Gemesli Day was packed with activities for all ages. The children participated in traditional games like balap karung sack race, making carabuk cracker eating competition, and lari coloring marble on spoon race. Their laughter filled the air as they stumbled, cheered, and tried to beat their friends. The prize? Simple things like notebooks, snacks, or even just loud applause, but it was all they needed to feel proud. Teenagers showed off their talents in a talent show, singing folk songs, playing guitars, or performing dances with graceful movements and bright smiles. One group reenacted an old village legend with handmade costumes and creative props. The audience clapped wildly, not just for the performance, but for the effort and heart behind it. Meanwhile, the adults took part in cooking contests, volleyball matches, and even a tug-of-war competition that left everyone cheering. Fathers competed in a lamba panjat pinang, climbing a tall, greased pole to grab prizes tied at the top, often slipping, laughing, and falling into the muddy ground below. A taste of culture at noon. Everyone gathered under the big tent for a feast. Tables were covered with home-cooked meals, grilled fish, sauteed vegetables, tempeh, chicken curry, and steamed rice wrapped in banana leaves. As we ate side by side, neighbors exchanged stories, old friends reunited, and new friendships were formed. Later, the village head delivered a short speech, reminding us all these celebrations are not just for fun. They are reminders of who we are, where we come from, and what we can achieve together. Let us always cherish our traditions and continue building this village hand in hand. After the speech, a group of elders performed a traditional wayang kulit shadow puppet show accompanied by gamelan music. The children sat wide-eyed on the ground, mesmerized by the glowing screen, the shadows moving, and the wise voice of the dazzling puppet master. Evening magic. As the sun began to set, everyone lit small lanterns made from bamboo and colored paper. One by one, they were placed along the path toward the river, creating a trail of glowing lights. We walked together in a slow, peaceful procession, reflecting on the day and giving thanks. That night, the stars above our village shone brighter than usual. The celebration might have ended, but the warmth it created in our hearts would last for months. The real meaning of village holiday wasn't just a break from work or school. It was a celebration of community, history, and harmony. It reminded us that joy doesn't come from fancy decorations or expensive events, but from shared meals, laughter, hard work, and unity. In our small village, surrounded by trees and rice fields, this simple holiday was a glimpse of something bigger, the beauty of living together in peace, in tradition, and in love. Stories after sunset. After the lantern walk, people returned to the village square. Although it was already late, no one wanted to go home just yet. An outdoor movie screen had been set up using a white sheet tied between two trees, and the villagers gathered on woven mats and benches to watch a local documentary, one that had been filmed in the village the previous year. It featured farmers in the rice fields, the bamboo forests during rainy season, and even scenes from the last holiday celebration. Laughter erupted when familiar faces appeared on screen. Children huddled next to their parents, pointing and giggling. The elders wiped their eyes not out of sadness, but from quiet pride. It wasn't just a film, it was a mirror showing the strength and simplicity of village life. When the movie ended, the microphone was passed around for villagers to share stories. One by one, they stood up. A teenage girl spoke about how this year's event inspired her to organize an art class for village children. An old farmer recalled the first holiday celebration 50 years ago, when they only had a few lanterns and no microphones. But the same joy. I remember carrying my little brother on my back to watch the dances, he said. Back then, we didn't have money for fireworks, so we made noise with bamboo drums and old pans, but the laughter was just as loud as today. Unexpected moment. Suddenly, clouds began to gather, and a light drizzle fell from the sky. But instead of running for shelter, the children danced in the rain. The villagers joined them, some clapping, some spinning in circles, others simply smiling and enjoying the cool drops after a long day in the tropical heat. Someone shouted, "Let the rain bless our joy." The rain only lasted 10 minutes, but it added a magical feeling to the night. As it cleared, a rainbow-like glow formed near the hills under the moonlight. People said it was a good omen that the coming year would be filled with prosperity and harmony. The next day, the village was quieter but still glowing with joy. Remnants of celebration could be seen everywhere: colorful ribbons on trees, lanterns swaying gently in the breeze, chalk drawings fading on the pavement. More importantly, the feeling of unity remained. Families sat together at breakfast, still talking about their favorite parts of the celebration.